when the pandemic started in March, I can't overestimate, like overstress, what a sharp break happened in, I think, everybody's lives. Like, so many deaths, so much trauma. It felt like the world was dropping away from us. I remember I was feeling extremely numb. Like, where's my life? What happened? And shock. I was in shock. The world that sustains us and that we sustain pulled away from us, like dropped away. So there I am, feeling so numb. The only thing I could think of, like I was hearing about subway workers, bus drivers, sanitation workers, they were out there. The world had become dangerous, but they were out there. They kept coming back to work. And I thought this sentence came back to me, thank you for keeping New York City alive. Now that's a sentence that I said in the fiscal crisis of the 70s to sanitation workers, to all the I insisted on saying it to everyone. And I thought, yes, the health workers are the true heroes of this moment. But there are other workers, the workers that keep the infrastructure systems going, that I want the city to keep going.
Early March, people start to feel like the city lost the vibration that we used to have. And there were a lot of people coming here just to take pictures to see. It was shocking to see an empty Times Square.
The plazas were packed. The plazas, we were receiving hundreds of thousands of people a day, maybe close to 1 million. The moment the pandemic happened, that all went away.
Just keeping it, making Times Square clean, safe as always, and just try to make people more comfortable now because of they are apprehensive because of the pandemic.
All I wanted to say was thank you. Thank you for keeping this. I'm so connected to the sense of the city. And they were out there. The thought of the workers being out there that I felt had become heroic, a kind of heroic work. I wanted to say thank you for keeping New York City alive.
For almost 30 years, Mierle Ukeles has acknowledged public service workers, including transit employees. When the coronavirus spread, it fell to transit workers to transport the essential workforce to keep New York City alive. Who better than Mierle Ukeles to acknowledge this heroic work? And what better place for that gratitude to be displayed than here in the New York subway?
We began to realize very early on that many of the workers that maintain the city actually use the subway to go to and from work. So the subway felt like a main artery carrying people around the city as they went about their daily lives and as they made their commute to work. So we thought by working together, we could create a platform that could make sure that the message that Mierle has, thank you, and acknowledging the service workers that maintain the infrastructure could reach those people. So the message of thanks and acknowledgement would flow through the actual infrastructure of the city itself.
So the message in For Forever is really simple, but it has such a weighted history, and it really I think comes together when you understand the legacy and the significance of those words and how they were the exact words that Mierle spoke 40 years ago to the sanitation department, all 8,500 workers in that department at that time, and thanked them for keeping New York City alive. And while New York was going through its own set of challenges in 1979 and 1980, we have a whole fresh set of challenges ahead of us right now.
Here's the message. The screen is black, and then you see what the hand is doing, shaping these letters with these 3 sentences. But the screen, this black and white message is framed by a certain world of color, emergency red, orange, and fluorescent safety green. Look around. This has become, you see people wearing these vests. They're all over the place now. That mostly vests, like these green vests or the fluorescent red, orange vest. It means watch it, danger. But it also means this person inside here is precious. That's what it means. That's a revolution. Those colors represent a revolution.